Hey guys, Brad Gilmore here. Want to give a big shout out to our title sponsor, Walker Texas Lawyer. If you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, whether that be a car, truck, motorcycle accident, or some kind of other issue, hit up Walker Texas Lawyer at 713-552-1117 or walkertexaslawyer.com.
Oh, Brad, what have you done now?
Broadcasting live from Houston, Texas, and around the world. TV host, best-selling author, and radio personality Brad Gilmore brings you a collection of conversations with stars from movies.
Matthew McConaughey.
Brad Gilmore.
Mark Wahlberg.
Hey, how are you?
The legendary Mr. Christopher Lloyd. Christopher, how are we doing?
I'm doing good. Great introduction.
Television.
Jimmy Fallon joins us this morning. Jimmy, how you doing, my friend?
Good morning. Thank you so much, Brad, for having me. I appreciate this, bud.
Kelly Ripa.
Brad, thank you for having me.
Comedy.
Jay Leno joins us. Jay, how you doing?
Hey, Brad, what's going on?
Chris Tucker is in the building. Chris Tucker, good morning to you.
Hey, Brad. Good morning to you. How are you?
Gabriel Fluffy Iglesias.
Good morning.
Music.
Lola Monroe.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
The legendary frontman of AC/DC, Brian Johnson, joins us right now. Brian, how you doing?
Good morning, Brad. What lovely to talk to me, funny lad.
Grammy Award winner Maya joins us.
How are you?
And more. This is The Collection. Now your host, The Boat, Brad Gilmore.
Here it is, Brad Gilmore here at ESPN Radio CW. So excited to be talking to this next guest right now, talking about the brand new movie, Ordinary Angels, and one of the stars joins us right now, Tamala Jones. Tamala, how you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing great. Congratulations on making a great film that so many people are gravitating to. Right now, Rotten Tomatoes, 99% audience score. How does that make you feel?
That is amazing. I've never even seen that before. That's amazing.
What do you think it is about this movie that's making people gravitate to it so much?
I think it's what the world needs right now. A faith-based movie that happened, that's a real true story, that shows a community coming together. It's a love story without romance. And the situation that it is, it's inclusive. It shows everyone coming together and saving a life. And I think that's what we need right now. We need to see that.
Oh, yeah. And I love how you characterize it as a love story without romance. Can you expound upon that? What do you mean by that?
What I mean by that is it's about the love of community, and it's about the love of this little girl and the love that this family has, and the love that this community has for this family. Poor Ed Schmidt, he's already been through a tremendous amount. He lost his wife to this rare liver disease, only to turn around and find out his daughter has the same rare liver disease. And it is literally a fight for her life. It's only hours away. She's either to live or to die. And when everyone comes together to ensure that this little girl has a life of quality and a long life, that is the most beautiful love that could ever be given.
Was that what attracted you kind of? Well, let me ask you this, actually. How did this movie land on your radar? How did you become aware of this project?
Well, my agent called me and was like, I got a script I need you to read and we need to answer real quick. And I hate reading scripts because I get so many. But this one, I could not stop flipping the pages. It was so good. Kelly Freeman Craig and Meg Tilly, they did their thing writing this script. And then when they told me who was involved, Kingdom Story Company, I always wanted to work with them because they do beautiful faith-based stories that don't actually shove that down your throat that you're watching a faith-based movie. They give you great content. And they're on my bucket to work with. And then I love the way John Gunn tells a story. But then when they told me Hilary Swank was involved, I'm like, no, $1 million baby Hilary Swank. You don't have to twist my arm. I'm in there. Great story, great cast. then the rest of the gems that are in there: Alan Richson, Nancy Travis, Amy Acker, and then these two brilliant young actresses, Emily Mitchell and Skywalker Hughes. It's no brainer.
It's a no-brainer. And you play
Yeah.
Rose in the movie, who's the best friend to Hilary Swank's character. What was the camaraderie like between y'all?
Well, I needed to calm down first because I was fangirling a lot. So kind of sitting in the corner, eye stalking her. But it was great to work with Hillary. She definitely is a two-time Oscar winner for a serious reason. The woman knows how to get the work done. I love the way that she would go to John Gunn and ask him questions concerning Sharon and why Sharon would be doing certain things and what would be her motivation. I've never done anything like that. I just hit my mark and I say my lines and I hopefully get a good performance, but I've never taken the time or thought that I could ask a director, the questions about the character and in that depth. So I really appreciated that about her, and I learned a lot working with Hillary that I didn't really necessarily get just on my own throughout the years. She's great.
Yeah. Would you now, are you going to now hit up your directors all the time now and be like, look, I got a list of questions. I need answers. Hillary said so.
Only if I have a serious question, because I know directors are artists in their own right and they're trying to paint the picture that they've outlined, So
Now,
I will do that.
Yeah, with this movie, y'all doing something I think is really special. Ordinary Angels movie. You can go donate. I believe $1 equates to $100 to help people with who need to pay off bills for organ donation. Do I have that right?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
talk about that.
I love that part of this movie. Yes, ordinaryangels.movie. You can go there. We're asking $1 if you can donate. And we are going to pay off, after we've won or raised our $10 million, we are going to pay off all families that had anything to do with any organ donorship, and you have that outrageous bills that you cannot pay. We're going to wipe your slate clean.
It's amazing, and it's really living up to the title of the film, being an
Yes.
ordinary angel, because we can all help. And I think that over the last several years, it feels like that sense of community hasn't been at the forefront of all of our minds. I feel like
Yeah.
there's been some division there, and I don't know what it all it's caused, and there's many things we could talk about, but I feel like bringing everyone together is just so essential for us to move forward.
Yeah. I mean, the whole world went through it. We've been through a shutdown, a pandemic, and that played a lot on our mental health and our mental stability, because it did feel like the end of the world at some point. And I believe that everyone just closed up. They didn't have a choice. It was a barrier of protection that everyone put up, And now that we're in some sense of normalcy and we're getting back to life, we need to get back to the sense of community and the love of our community. And we need to strengthen our faith even stronger to let people know, hey, things happen. We've been through things. We get through things, and we will get through this too.
They always say that God never gives you more than you can handle, right? But sometimes I think that he does, just to test the faith, to make sure that we know, hey, look, you might feel like a lot right now, but I still got my hand extended for you. We're going to make this through. You just got to keep the faith and believe in me. Now, I got to tell you this, because there's a couple movies you've done in your career that I love so much, because I love comedy, and this is a real story. Head of State, which I know is a silly premise nowadays, right? But back then, I remember watching that movie so many times, the DVD scratched, and I had to take it to the store to repair it so I could continue watching, you and Bernie and Chris. Did you have fun? That movie just looked like a lot of fun to have on set.
Oh my God. That movie was so much fun. It was a beautiful time. Chris was magical. He treated everyone the same. if his assistant ran out and got him Starbucks, he got the whole set Starbucks, and Bernie and them two slapping jokes back and forth. It was great. And I miss Bernie so much because, he was like your uncle, he was like everybody's big uncle. And he always had a lot of encouraging words to share and say in between his joking. Of course. But it was a great time. It was a great time. And wow, it was like we predicted it because it was right before Obama.
Yeah, a couple of years ahead of its time there, and it happened. Now I've heard you characterize yourself as a big nerd. This is the word that you use. And that you're an avid Mortal Kombat player. So I do have to know, who's your go-to? Are you a Scorpion? Do you like Sonya Blade? Who you going to in Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, that's my girl. I only play with Sonya. That's my girl, honey. I love Mortal Kombat.
Well, you know what? And we all love you, Tamala Jones. And thank you for taking the time today to talk with me. Congratulations on the movie, and congratulations on making something that's going to bring people together and help a lot of people out.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate this chat with you.